I think the greatest strength of OASIS is the fact that it marries two really important things. It marries the expertise of industry and other participants in a very structured and agile process, so it's very close to the ground with respect to the needs for standards, and it can move with great speed and agility. And it's driven a lot by the needs on the ground of the business community, of governments, the user community. These are not pie-in-the-sky standards ideas, they're very practical in their speed. But the second piece is that it's grounded in structure. The governance structure, the fact that the board is elected from members, the fact that the committees have a very structured process, there are clear choices of intellectual property options in terms of managing IP as it's developed in the committees. And then marrying these two things, the fact that OASIS also has standing with de jure bodies like ISO, for example, IEC, where it can take an OASIS specification that's run through this rigorous but fast-track process, relatively speaking, and move it into an international environment. I think those are really important strengths that OASIS brings to the table. So there are not a lot of bodies that I've seen that combine all of these features as effectively as OASIS. I really like the fact that OASIS is grounded in the needs of the real-life business community. It's addressing business needs, and its standards can be further taken to the international scene. I think you're seeing a huge convergence now of policy management requirements with the need for standardization. And we're seeing this huge collision between what the businesses and policy community expect and what technology needs to deliver in increasingly complex integrated systems. And we see this in devices, and we see this on the web and social networks, healthcare systems, defense systems, etc. So a real value of working in OASIS and the standards community is the fact that we're seeing the standards bridge these different worlds. You can either manage policies in some structured, interoperable way, developed through internationally accepted standards bodies like OASIS that have international standing and a huge amount of expert input from the community, or it's going to be the Tower of Babel, and you're going to have incredible isolation and silos and non-interoperability, and that's not good. It's not good for economies, it's not good for businesses, and it's not good for consumers, and I think that's a huge value that we get out of OASIS. Your opportunity, both if you're an individual expert, to contribute and to exercise your creativity and your drive to contribute to the community, to standards development, to make a difference. If you work for a company, your ability to represent your company's interests as part of a standards body that's developing standards that are really going to be valuable and that are going to be implemented and adopted. You can choose the degree to which you contribute. You might, for a while, monitor the process as an observer in a committee, or you might really want to get engaged. You might want to contribute a huge amount of time if you have it. It's a great opportunity to contribute to something bigger than simply this. It's something where you can contribute to a larger community. The technical standards area is really ripe now, needs innovation, needs the input of experts. If you feel you can contribute, you feel you have something to say, you feel you have expertise, then you now have a place to take that. The other piece of it is that it's an opportunity for our engineers or our policy experts, and I'm more on the policy expert side, to really interact in a structured environment with other experts, because that type of interaction is really valuable. You get a sense of thinking, you get a sense of where the community is moving, you get a sense of the issues, and it really is invigorating. So I think there are a lot of multiple levels of value, but I think in terms of value to the company, in terms of CA Technologies, support of open, internationally developed standards structured environment is very important to our